Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Chelsea. This is ChelsTeachesYoga.com. Thank you so much for joining me for class today. Today is a really special class because it's all about self-love and it's all about connecting to your own body, to the actual flesh that you are in, because so often we really lose connection to our body. And that's for reasons like feeling bad about ourselves. So it comes to a point where we no longer just feel bad about ourselves. We don't even want to look at ourselves in the mirror. We don't want to touch our own body. So we're going to use this class to kind of try and break down some of those negative relationships that we've built up with our body over time, and hopefully it'll just be a really nice, opening, and compassionate practice that you can have with yourself. Just using these movements to connect in, to find what feels good for you, and to literally find connection with your own flesh. And that might seem scary at first, and that might bring things up for you, and that's totally okay. It's good to bring these things up and to analyze why we've built up these barriers in our body, why we've built up these beliefs about ourselves. So using the yoga practice to uncover those beliefs that we have is the first step in being able to break them down and to find acceptance in the flesh, in the body that we are in. So with that being said, just try to keep that in mind as you come into this practice today. Be compassionate, be loving towards yourself, because that's what it's all about. When you're ready, I will meet you back here on your mat. When you're ready, just find a comfortable seated position. Just a place where you can settle for a few moments. I myself am seated on a blanket. That makes my back feel a little bit better. You're welcome to do the same. And just letting the hands settle down onto the legs as you roll the shoulders back, palms facing up. In this gesture of receiving good energy from the universe. With the eyes closed, just softening the face. And taking a moment to just tap into that outward energy, that expansive existence around you. And knowing that you have a place in this existence. You have a place in this world that is totally unique and special for you. This is your dharma. It is your purpose. And you have the right to be here as much as any other person. Allow yourself to open up to that expansive consciousness. Let it flow into you. You are always worthy of being part of this world and part of this expansive consciousness. But oftentimes we just set up these blockades, these walls, where we don't want to open ourselves up to it. But you have the right to be here. You have a right to be a part of this expansive universe and this universal consciousness. Begin to bring your focus in to the breath. There might be noises, things happening around you, and that's okay. It may draw your attention away for a moment. That's natural, it's normal. Just acknowledge any noises, sensations that bring you out of your focus, and just gently bring the attention back to your breath. Inhale and exhaling through your nose. Embracing this space. Embracing your body, your breath. You're going to sit up a little bit taller. And actually just bring both hands to rest one on top of the other on that belly. If you have a shirt on, then perhaps actually bring the hands underneath your shirt so you're connected to your actual body, your flesh, feeling your own belly. Breathing into the palms and just connecting to the flesh that is there. Allow any emotions or thoughts to reveal themselves here to you. And don't get upset that you feel a certain way. Just acknowledge it. That's why we're here. See if as you breathe, you can cultivate a sense of love towards yourself. Imagine that you are sending loving, positive energy out through your palms into this belly region. And as you send yourself that love, allow it to spread throughout the rest of your body. Take a few more breaths here. Last breath in. Exhale to gently remove the hands from the belly, letting them rest back onto the knees, palms facing down. Open up your eyes, roll the shoulders back. Take a moment to just kind of roll the neck out. Side to side, loosen it up. And then gently coming back to center, roll the head all the way up through center, and we'll move into seated cat-cows. So grounding through the sit bones, letting the palms wrap around the fronts of the knees and almost to the shins. And on your inhale, draw your heart forward, lifting your chest, gazing up, and elbows hug in by the sides of the ribs as you open up the throat. Exhale, round the back, round the spine. Arms become straight as you grab the fronts of the knees and bring your chin down to the chest. Again, inhale, hug the elbows in, heart forward, gaze up. Exhale, round. Moving with your breath here, inhale, heart forward, look up. Exhale, round. Two more at your breath pace. And then inhale to come back to neutral, and we'll slowly come forward into a tabletop position. So I'm going to turn back to the side of my mat, or facing forward rather. So I'm facing the side of you. Wrists are under shoulders here, knees under hips for tabletop position. Fingertips are spread wide, and we're going to start to get a little bit more movement here in the body. And just let it be really nice and flowy and allow it to feel good. So starting here at tabletop, maybe just start to round the spine like you're rolling through like a serpent forward, dropping it, rolling it back. So just let that movement be gentle. Let it feel good. Connecting to that entire movement of the spine. And then arriving back at center, begin to circle your hips out and around. Again, just let it feel good here. In fact, if the circles aren't working for you, maybe just explore your movement. So hips could rock side to side, ribs could begin to circle. Really allow your intuition to take over here in terms of what feels good. Just shifting the weight around and feeling every inch of your body here. Letting it move side to side, letting it move in the space around you. Take up space. You are allowed to take up space here. So give yourself permission to just move around. No right or wrong here. Let's move for 2 more breaths. And then slowly coming back to the center at neutral tabletop, tuck your toes under, lift the knees and send the hips all the way up and back to downward facing dog. Walk it out here for just a moment in your down dog, starting to warm up the shoulders. Perhaps shake your head out, yes, shake it no, loosen it up. Again, just feeling your own body's movement. Finding stillness here at the center of your mat. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up, open your mouth, sigh it out. Begin to walk the feet gently forward, just small steps one at a time, coming all the way to meet your hands at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, release down and fold, moving into some sun salutations. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, roll up. I'm losing my mic here, so I'm going to fix that real quick. All right, as you reach the top, sweep the arms up overhead. Externally rotate the shoulders here. So that means turning the thumbs out so that you're lifting, using these upper back muscles underneath the shoulders to lift the arms in your upward salute. As you exhale, dive back forward and fold. We're just going to move through these sun salutations at your own pace. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, planting your palms, stepping back to high plank, pressing forward on your toes, and then lowering chaturanga. Untuck the toes, lift the heart, up dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, send the hips up and back, down dog. If you're unsure of the sun salutations, I have a video that you can check out. I'll link at the bottom. And you can check out the sun salutation breakdown. Use your down dog to reconnect. Full inhale, full exhale. And then inhale, start to walk the feet again forward to meet your hands. Take your time, maybe keeping a slight bend in your knees as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, arms sweep up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. So starting to really warm up the body as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, lower chaturanga, elbows in. Untuck the toes, lift the heart, up dog or cobra, broaden across the chest. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips back, down dog. Use your down dog to just reconnect. Check everything out, notice how you're feeling, notice where your breath is. And then inhale, look forward, walk the feet to meet the hands, coming into your halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root through the feet as you rise up, arms sweeping overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walk it out. We're going to do one more, but take a second in your down dog to breathe. And looking forward, inhale, walk the feet to meet your hands. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root through the feet as you rise, arms overhead. Exhale, dive forward, fold. This is your last sun salutation. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step, lower chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. And this time, exhale, take the knees wide, send the hips all the way back to child's pose. Just using this time to reconnect to the breath, slow everything down, connect. Bend at the elbows now and just bring the hands just straight back to the shoulder blades, making that connection again to the flesh. Let that loving energy radiate through the palms, through the fingertips, into your back, into your shoulders. Slowly release the hands. Make your way back up to downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna start moving a little bit more here. This is a pretty powerful practice. So know that if at any point you need to come down back into that child's pose just to reconnect or even just give your body a break, that's always available to you. So inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, stack your hip open. Inhale, take your right leg back out long. And as you exhale, look forward, hug the knee in towards the chest as you step your right foot between the hands, setting up for your high lunge. So make sure to really press forward on your back foot. Draw the belly up and in as you rise up, high crescent lunge. Use your exhale to send the hips forward and down. Staying grounded through the inner edge of your right foot. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, twist open. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Inhale, come back to center, arms to the sky. Exhale, cartwheel the left palm to the floor, left wrist under your left shoulder, and then open the right arm to the sky. Staying high in that back heel, we're just gonna start to circle out the right arm, so bringing it forward, down, and around. Nice loving energy into the shoulders, finding that movement that you have, that you own, that you are always allowed to engage in. Inhale, reach the arm back up to the sky. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back down dog. Walking it out for just a moment here. And then from here, lift your heels high and bend your knees so the chest moves towards the thighs. Keep your head relaxed. And we're just going to press, rounding through the spine forward until the shoulders move over the fingertips. And then exhale, bend the knees, send the chest towards the thighs. Lift, roll forward. Exhale, send it back as you bend the knees. Hips up, roll the spine forward. Exhale, bend the knees, send it back. One more. Inhale up, roll forward. Exhale, send it back. Downward facing dog. Okay. All right, we're breathing heavy. I'm in it with you. Connect back to that Ujjayi breath. Find that intention. Find that loving energy within yourself for yourself. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the knee, stack your hip open. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, draw the knee in towards your chest as you shift the weight forward. Left foot steps between the hands. So always know that you can take a second here to find your balance, to find your alignment. So knee over front ankle. Inhale, rise up. Keeping the belly engaged, arms to the sky. Exhale, sink into that high crescent lunge. Back heel is still nice and high, back leg engaged. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, right hand forward, left arm reaches back. Ooh. Don't worry if you wobble a little bit. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, right hand cartwheels to the floor. Left arm twist to the sky. So try to stay low on that front leg. And then just find those circles in that left shoulder. Nice and easy. Just letting that loving energy move through the body. Inhale, left arm reaches back up to the sky. Exhale, frame the foot up. Step the left foot back. Down dog. All right. Taking a big breath in, look forward. Step your right foot to the pinky edge of your right hand and turn the foot out 45 degrees. Okay, and then get buoyant in your back knee. Step the left foot forward to the outside of the left pinky. Then we're gonna bring it down to Malasana or yogi squat. So bringing hands to heart center. Elbows are coming to the insides of the knees, insides of the thighs here. Just pressing the knees wide, pressing them open, opening up through the hips. And maybe just find a little bit of swaying side to side, kind of shift the weight, lifting the heels a little right to left. Just giving yourself permission again to take up space, to move around. And then inhale, settle back. We're going to take a double bind here. So wrapping the arms around the fronts of the shins and then allowing, actually, we're really rounding the spine here. The arms are coming into internal rotation, so that means the thumbs are moving down towards the floor and around. And we're dropping the chin to the chest and just breathing into the space between the shoulder blades here as we create space in the back. As you sit here in this double bind, know that you're creating space for that good, loving energy. So with each inhale, imagine you're drawing that positive, loving energy into the body. With your exhales, release out any of that criticism of yourself, any judgment of yourself, any feelings of not being enough, because you are enough. Inhale, slowly release, coming back to center. All right. So this is where we're going to have a little bit of fun. So try to approach it with the intention of having fun with it. If it's difficult for you, that's okay. You can always bring your hands down to the floor to help yourself get up, and I'll explain what I mean. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale the arms forward as we sit back into the heels. On the exhale, we're going to roll all the way back, hug the knees into the chest, and then we're going to rock back forward, planting the feet. Now you can use your hands to come up here and bring yourself into chair pose. Or if you want to try and use that momentum, rather, you're coming down into your malasana, you're reaching the arms forward as you inhale. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, up. Okay? All right, so let's come back to that malasana. Whatever works for you, we're going to do 5 total, and then we're going to come up to just hold that chair pose. So try to have fun with it, even smile, laugh with it. This is all about just having fun, taking up space, moving in your body. So inhale, arms forward. Exhale, roll back, hug the knees in. Exhale up, chair pose. Inhale, roll back. Exhale up, chair. 3 more. Last one. You're gonna hold up on chair. Hold. Utkatasana. All right, knees squeezing together, weight into the heels. Whew. Yeah, had a little bit of fun there. Shoulders back, heart forward. Inhale, lift up, straighten the legs, gaze towards the sky. Exhale, dive down, fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, plant the palms, step back, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, child's pose. Take a second. Inhale to rise. Make your way back to down dog. From here, we're going to take the right foot forward again, but it's going to come between the hands. So take a big breath in. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands at the front of the mat. From here, rotate your back heel all the way down. Cartwheel the arms open for warrior 2. Sink into that front leg. All right, making sure your front heel lines up with the arch of the back foot, and we're trying to get this knee to a 90-degree angle using the inner thigh to draw the knee open. Extend through the arms. So really reach. Find your breath. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Take a second to just tell yourself, yeah, I am a warrior. I am a warrior woman. I'm a warrior man. I am strong in my body. I have the right to be here, to expand in space. Inhale, take the front leg straight as you reach the arms to the sky. Pivot your right toes to the left side of the mat. So feet are coming at both at about 45 degrees as you bring the heels in. We're going to sink it down, goddess pose. A lot of strong poses here, goddess pose. Even if you're a man, you can totally get into this goddess energy. We all have feminine and masculine energy within us, so embrace it here. Feeling that opening in the hips, That expansion through the chest, the heart. Inhale, arms reach up as you straighten the legs. Exhale, sink it back down, crossing the right arm over the left. Be careful here so don't get my mic, but actually give yourself a hug here. So grab opposite shoulders, elbows down, and then we're just gonna roll our head side to side. Just giving yourself a loving squeeze. Come back to center as you inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, pivot the left toes to the back of the mat, bringing the right foot parallel to the back, or the front of your mat, I guess, because we're turning around. And then sink it down into that left leg, that left side Virabhadrasana. 2. So sink into the legs. These are your big, huge muscle groups. You are strong and you can press down and find stability and find grounding here. So just engage, arms extend, take up space. I am a warrior. Breathing as you gaze over that left middle finger. Feel how your body's expanding in all directions. Feel that you are worthy of expanding and taking up this space. Inhale, front leg straightens, arms up. Turn both toes, pivoting to the side of the mat, so it should be your left side. And then exhale, wide-legged fold, slowly dive down. Hands can rest onto the floor as you relax your head. If you'd like to go a little deeper, walk your hands underneath you towards the back, just pulling yourself slightly deeper into that fold. Think about shifting your weight towards the balls of the feet, engaging the quadriceps, lifting your kneecaps, and hugging the belly button back to the spine to create space. Breathe. Hands come back underneath your gaze as you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot the right toes back to the front of your mat, walking yourself over, lift your left heel. And then we're just gonna step back, high plank, and then drop it to the knees, tabletop. All right, from here, making sure wrists are under shoulders, we're gonna come into a modified chaturanga. So start to walk your knees back a little bit more so that your hips can come down so you're in a diagonal here, okay? Big breath in, fingertips spread wide. As you exhale, lower down, holding at the bottom, elbows in, and then release the hips all the way down. All right, take your hands out to the side so you can make 90-degree angles with the elbows. So starting with the palms planted, wrists under elbows, elbows in line with the shoulders. Draw the belly up and in and press the tops of the feet into the mat. From here, tent the fingertips so that your shoulders draw up and open a little bit more, so the chest is opening here. On an inhale, peel your heart up off the floor, lifting the chest, lifting the gaze, and exhale, roll forward. Find that loving movement through the spine. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, down, opening up your heart to yourself first and foremost. A couple more of these. All right, this time inhale, peel the chest up off the floor. Exhale, roll the right shoulder down towards the ground, gaze over at the left elbow. Inhale, roll up through center. Exhale, left shoulder rolls down, gaze towards the right. Inhale, roll the chest up one last time. Exhale, release. Bring the palms by the sides of your rib cage. Gently press yourself all the way back to that tabletop, crossing your ankles and rolling back onto your seat now. Okay. Bring yourself forward because you probably ended up towards the back of your mat. So coming back more to the center, soles of the feet to the floor here. Fix my mic. And then actually take your legs long. So draw the inner thighs towards each other, flexing the feet. Ground down through the sit bones. Grab any extra flesh out from underneath your booty so you can feel that grounding sensation. All right. Inhale, arms up. External rotation of the shoulders, the thumbs reaching out. As you exhale, lead with your heart, forward fold towards the thighs. Respect the edge that your body wants to go, and then release the hands. Maybe that's up here, and that's fine. Maybe you're up here. Maybe you have hold of the feet. Nothing is a better version of the pose. We're just working on finding the version of the pose that sits best in our body today. And that's right. It doesn't just change from person to person. It changes from day to day. So just finding acceptance of where in your body you are today. And just allow yourself to breathe. Feeling again compassion and love towards yourself. All right, as you inhale, come into a bit of a halfway lift in your fold. So just lifting the torso up a little bit here. And what we're gonna do is move into a session of self-massage. So again, like I was saying at the beginning of class, when we become insecure about our bodies, when we start to think that our bodies are not good enough, we find ways of disconnecting from them mentally. And a great way to rebuild that connection is with physical touch. So actually connecting to the flesh helps to condition our brain away from the beliefs that we have built up in ourselves. And we can start giving our body love again, touching it. And by touching it, we are giving ourselves space and permission to love it again. So don't worry if this feels weird at first. Just know that as you practice it more and more, as you do this more and more, and as you connect to your own flesh more and more, you will start to feel the mental effects that go along with that. So just stick with it. And as we move here, also know that there's no right or wrong. You don't have to be a massage therapist to know what's right here. What we're doing is just trying to give ourselves loving touch. So just starting with the feet and the ankles and just kind of rubbing the hands along the tops of the feet, through the arches, maybe just kind of massaging it out. And allow this touch, like I said, to just be loving. Let it be gentle. Don't try to dig your fingers into your own skin. Just let it be like you're just massaging. Allow it to feel good. And know that you are worthy of feeling good. You are worthy of having this self-care moment, beginning to move your hands up through the ankles, coming to the shins, the lower legs, the calves. And just nice gentle squeeze. Rubbing the hands along the legs, coming up into the knees, up into the thighs. And again, just connecting with what's there. Don't be afraid of it. This is what you are. This is who you are. And it's great. It's perfect. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not good, how it is. And letting the hands move up maybe into that back. Sometimes I like to make little fists and just kind of gently tap on the outsides of the hips, a little bit on the low back. And then moving the hands up into the belly again. So just taking flat palms, actually run the palms across the belly. And this is probably the hardest part for a lot of people, especially if you've had babies, things like that. We get a lot of dysmorphia about what's going on here, so just connecting so we can accept and love. Allow the hands to just pass over the flesh, taking the time you need. Starting to bring the hands up through the chest, those pec muscles. You can even I like to draw the head back and kind of pull the flesh down. And just taking the left arm out, letting your right hand run all along it. Just all along it. Just grazing the hand around that arm. Up the shoulder, opposite side. Left hand just grazes up along the right arm. Up the shoulder. You need to bring the hands up through the neck, the jaw. And again, just making sure that you're touching lovingly here. Maybe actually massage out the ears, the earlobes, gently pulling down. Hands move up through the cheekbones, maybe gently pressing into the sinuses, massaging the area under the eyes, the bridge of the nose, the temples. And if something feels good, give yourself permission to stay there a little bit longer. Bringing the fingers down through the brow bone, through the third eye, up through the forehead, and eventually making your way into the scalp and actually just running your own fingers through your hair. Massage the scalp. Bring it down to the back of the skull. Again, no right or wrong here, and stay as long as you need. When you're ready, draw the palms flat all the way down your face. We're just going to bring it all the way down the entire body. Down the face, down the neck, down the chest, down the belly, the hips, the thighs, the knees, the calves, all the way through the feet. And then sitting up nice and tall, gently lower yourself down onto your back. Finding that comfortable resting place that works for you. Settle here and know that your body is supported by the earth. That you are a part of this great vast universe. That you are a part of the collective consciousness. And that once again, you have the right to be here, just as much as every other person. Soften the face. And rest now in your Shavasana. And this practice is all about showing yourself love, gratitude, compassion. And therefore, give yourself as much time as you need here to rest. Give yourself permission to take the time that you truly need here. There's no rush. Whenever that moment is that you are ready to come out, inhale the arms up, overhead, finding a nice big full body stretch. Gently begin to bend your knees, maybe allow them to windshield wiper gently side to side. And then roll over on to whichever side is calling to you today. Again, taking the time that you need here, but as you're ready, with the eyes closed, gently pressing back up to that comfortable shape, that seated position where you can ground through the sit bones and lift through the crown of your head. Gently bring your right hand over your heart, your left hand to your belly, once more connecting to the flesh. And repeat either out loud or in your head. I am enough. I am loved. I have a right to take space in this universe. Allow those words to resonate with you. Speaking them as many times as you need, out loud or in your head. And then bring palms together in front of the heart, gently bowing your head to seal your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys so much again for practicing with me. I hope you really enjoyed this practice. This is a really great way to just show yourself some kindness, show yourself some love, and just reassure yourself that you have the right to be here, that you are allowed to be the person that you are, and you are allowed to exist in this body that you're in. So I hope you really enjoyed it. Feel free to leave me a comment, share this video with other people if you think that they might need it. This is my jam. This self-love stuff is like my deal. So definitely spread it around. I would love that. And yeah, just remember to like and subscribe to my channel. Go to my website, ChelsTeachesYoga.com, and subscribe to my email list. I send lots of free content as well as updates about new videos that I have here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much again for practicing. Have an amazing day. Namaste.